Okay, this is my unpopular opinion for today. Do not, hear me out, do not listen to anybody that does not pay your bills. Period. If they do not pay your bills, there is no room for their criticism. They can give minimal advice. Baby, if you do not pay my bills, do not tell me what to do, period. I love when people try to be like, oh, you're too much, tone it down, you're attention seeking. Don't be too much, don't talk so loud, don't wear that. Cover up a little bit. You have way too much skin showing. Is that really what you're wearing? Like, babe, you don't pay a single one of my bills. Do not tell me what to do. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
It's just so weird. Women get so much shit, for their expectations, and men don't get anything. They can literally be like, nah, her ass is flat, I don't want to be with her. Yeah. That is not a thing. Like, why? Yeah. What is the difference? Because you know they're not called ass diggers. Ass diggers. They're not called ass diggers, exactly. But why is it when women are actually attracted to it? We're that Marilyn Monroe scene, what is it? In that movie, and she says, there's no difference. A woman wanting to be with a rich man is the same as a man wanting to be with a pretty girl. Like, what is the difference? They're both things that have nothing to do with your soul and who you are. Mm-hmm. They're literally both superficial things that just don't mean anything. Yeah, that's true. Money can turn a girl on, just like a big ass can. Yeah.
As a woman, you should not be dating a broke man. A broke man is a next caller. A broke man is never going to be fun to be around. He's going to be jealous. He's going to be insecure. Sometimes he can be abusive. A man who's broke should be worrying about self-development and his hustle. Dating a man in progress and dating a broke man are two different things. Understand this, ladies. Money make men confident. And the less money a man has, the less confident he has.
I'm dating a broke guy, and it really, really sucks because he has the best personality, hands down. I have so much fun with him, but it's like it's gotten to the point where right now I'm not doing as financially well as I normally do. So in the past, like, we have taken trips, but I've paid for the trips, I've paid for the hotel, I've paid for the rental of the car. If we've been to concerts, I've paid for the tickets. He does what he can when he can, but he doesn't do enough. You know what I'm saying? But he does what he can when he can. But it's gotten to the point where it definitely sucks because I'm not doing as well financially. I can't afford to do things for two people. I can't even afford to do things just myself right now. So because I can't afford, sucks. Like, it's crazy because I don't think, like, I feel like females come online and talk about, like, look what he bought me, look what he got me, look at where he took me. It's like the ones that are dating the broke men, we don't talk about it, but it's like, no, I mean, I don't know, there has to be like a conversation about it. And it really sucks because I feel like it's kind of getting to the point where if I'm not the breadwinner, or if I don't somehow make my life lead me up to making income for two, I don't think that I'm going to be able to be with this person. And it just really sucks because like I said, he has like the best personality, hands down. So I'm on here to ask, what do I do? And don't be too cold, like, don't be too rude, you know what I'm saying? Because I had my narcissist ex-boyfriend who made way more money than I did, and you know, that wasn't the answer. Like, so it's like, where is the common ground? Like, and
calling her boyfriend broke while she's jobless. Amazing. This woman had the perfect man, and she left him because he wasn't a millionaire. Feminism fought for equality for decades, and when it awarded modern women with equality, they didn't like it. One of the biggest lies that modern women continue to tell is that they don't care about money. If you ask modern women, mostly you'll hear lies about it being more about the connection and shared values than money. How much longer are modern women going to lie about this? Because men have realized the truth, that modern women see most men as a walking ATM. All of the traits and characteristics that women say they want in a man will get left in the dust and forgotten about the second he goes through financial hardship. There's no such thing as loyalty in today's society anymore. Women are constantly looking for the next best thing or free pass to the Instagrammable lifestyle with round-trip tickets to Cancun, staying in 5-star hotels, and eating in luxurious restaurants. But before we go any further, let me pick the comment of the day. Today's winner is Taiten Jinmu, who shared a very realistic experience. He says, "Went to a singles event once. A good split between the two. After about an hour of mingling, all the women pretty much congregated around a few guys in the corner of the room and everybody else started to leave. Was such an absolute waste of time." It definitely sounds like such a waste of time, and this is why you guys should not attend these things. The kinds of women that attend these events are probably not the ones you want to be with. But I appreciate you sharing your realistic experience because this sounds like the average outcome of one of these events. So man, please don't forget to reach out to my email to claim your $5. As always guys, I'm going to pick one comment from each video. It could be the funniest, the most liked, or one that I just really liked, so don't forget to leave a comment and you could be the next winner. So be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons as it helps out the channel. So now, let's get back to the video.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever
Talking to a guy that claims to be interested in dating you, and you say something like, "Oh, I'm going to get my nails done or my hair, I'm going to the mall," and he does not offer to send you money to contribute to that, you need to block him, and you need to block him quickly, okay? We don't have time to be talking to men that cannot contribute to our lives, even in the smallest of ways. Not in this economy.
Social media and Instagram have increased the prevalence of female intergender sexual competition. Women are playing two social games at once. The first game is about being attractive to men. The second game is about status within the sisterhood. The problem is that feminism has made it so that modern women are shamed for wanting to be attractive to men. Modern women are actively dissuaded from making themselves attractive partners for potential men. Modern women are more likely to say that they don't exist just for the male gaze, so these women are mostly playing the second game. This is Instagram. She wants to show off that she can attract a high-value man who will spend exorbitant amounts of money on her. This will give her status points within the sisterhood. Instagram is like this big status competition, and the women who attract the richest men win the game and secure a high position in the sisterhood hierarchy. Men are no longer thought of as real human beings to have a warm romantic connection with. To most women in the West, men are a wallet. This is the oldest observable fact about women. They are attracted to a man with resources. This has been the case for a long time, but recently, society has completely gotten rid of shame. This means that some women are finally telling the truth about what they want. And the thing is, men are surprised by what they hear. We've known for an extremely long time that when it comes to long-term partnerships, women are mostly interested in what you can provide for them. They want a soft, nice guy beta provider who will never challenge her and let her do what she wants, even if that means hooking up with a bunch of chads on the side while he stays home. When it comes to short-term hookups and flings, often women will still hook up with a guy who is broke if he's tall, buff, and handsome. But when it comes to an actual relationship, she wants a man who will buy everything for her. This is literally all women care about in the West. And it get dumped as soon as you lose your job. How many stories do we need to hear until we believe this? Countless men have expressed how their wife or girlfriend rapidly began to lose attraction for him when he lost his ability to provide as much. This fact right here is one of the major reasons why women are becoming lonelier and men are refusing to date them. They go on TikTok complaining and blaming men for not wanting to date them. The reality is, men have just figured out what their games are, and they're refusing to play them. You can't lose if you don't play, and this is the decision that countless men are making now. The best thing about this is that when you actually do it and walk away, you become aware of the massive freedom that was waiting for you on the other side of this decision. Your bank account inflates. You don't have to answer to anybody. You have the freedom that you wanted all along. It's like a cheat code to a much better life. And women often shame men for making this decision. They'll attack men for being lonely single losers. But this is just a projection. Men are far better suited to solitude than women. Women realize that they couldn't possibly be alone and be happy at the same time. Being alone to a woman is loneliness. Being alone to a man is peaceful solitude, especially if he spent an entire lifetime trying to please modern women and inevitably getting nowhere with it. One of the major effects of men walking away is that they aren't interested in making huge amounts of money anymore. Men are realizing without women how little they actually need in order to be happy. This crazy rat race where all the men are trying to make tens of millions a year is, at its root, a sexual competition game. They're doing it for women, and it's extremely sad to see that a man slave away building multiple businesses and income sources just so he can fund his micro-influencer wife's lifestyle. This society is trying to shame men back into line by attacking their ability to make money. And this is the oldest trick in the book, and it's so obvious that this is what they're doing. Take a look at this article that tries to attack men for not being financially viable partners for women. Check out this quote from the article. Marriage is still based on love, but it also is fundamentally an economic transaction. Many young men today have little to bring to the marriage bargain, especially as young women's educational levels on average now exceed their male suitors. Do you see the tactics they use? First of all, marriage isn't based on love. Historically, its purpose was to create a stable home for children, but modern women and feminism made it about themselves, and now men are being attacked because they don't make enough money for them, as if most men care. Do you? I certainly don't. Has anyone ever stopped to consider that these men don't actually want to play the game and be financially viable partners for women? Has anyone ever actually asked what the quality of these modern women is? Because if they did, they would realize that hoflation is real. You have to put in 1,000% more work than your grandfather for a woman who is 1,000 times less worthy of your time. Take a look at this train wreck of a woman, for example.
What's your age?
24. 26.
Where you from?
Los Angeles.
What do you look for in a man?
Paper.
You're kidding.
No.
Why are you so interested in a man's money?
I mean, he has to be like, taking care of me. Of course.
Being that you both live in LA, how much would you expect him to make?
At least enough to take care of me. He doesn't have to be like a rich, but he does have to.
So let's say I was your man and I was taking care of you. What would you do for me if I'm paying for everything?
Sit at home, cook, clean. Blah, blah, blah.
That's all I'd get in return.
What else do you want?
Well, at least she's honest, but one thing this clip shows me is that we need to bring shame back. This woman was dead serious about everything but her age. Batman couldn't beat this kind of information out of me. The problem is, when you have no internal values, you become a worshiper and slave to external values like money. And this is what this woman has done. That's not even mentioning the sexual reference she made. The thing that always amazes me about women is that many of them reduce themselves to a series of holes and then demand respect. Woman logic. It's no wonder men are walking away. And the real reason men are refusing to provide is something society doesn't want to admit. It's that men are done dancing to the tune of women. Broke modern women say that they want a man who's making $100,000 a year. They have absolutely no appreciation for how much effort this takes because most of these women were given everything they wanted from birth. But this requirement is completely unreasonable. To most men, it's just not worth the effort. It's much more of a rewarding experience to make an income to support yourself while pursuing hobbies, friendships, and family. Men are tired of transactional relationships. Men are tired of being seen only through the lens of what they can provide. This society has gone through a mind-boggling shift in how it perceives women. Women are mollycoddled, sugar-coated, and pedestalized, but society hasn't paid anywhere near as much attention to how men are treated and perceived. Men are still valued only in terms of what they can provide. This hasn't changed even slightly, because I've said it once and I'll say it again. This society sees men as expendable pawns to throw on the trash when it's done with them. Men have always been the expendable gender, but at least we got appreciation for it. When feminism took over, it went a step too far. It woke the sleeping giant and pissed men off by saying they weren't needed and their efforts in the past were actually toxic. And now, men are no longer willing to provide for women who don't appreciate them.
There's women out there that will walk away from a good man talking about, oh, he wanted to go half on rent. He wanted to go half on.
Facts.
Like, that is, you know how fatuous and name that is to say he wanted to go half. First of all, you are responsible for 100% of your life as an adult. 100% of your problems, 100% of your bills, 100% of your stress. And you mean to tell me you had a man right there like, I'll take half of that from you. And you was like, that ain't good enough.
Right.
I want you to take it all. I don't want to have no responsibility as an adult. And that is financial abuse. And that is feminine manipulation and abuse. So then, fellas, you need to walk away.
Providing for a woman is a significant investment of time, energy, and money. One thing the society should understand about men is that we won't invest in these things if we won't see a return on it. And one thing that's become apparent in recent years is that modern women are fickle and not worth the financial investment. These women can turn around one day and decide they don't like you anymore.
Is it just me, or you be talking to somebody or even dating somebody, right? And be so in love, like just love this motherfucker. See absolutely no wrong in them, just love them. Then one day you're just like, I don't like you no more. We could be having a good day. And I just be like, I don't like you no more. I don't like the person you are. I don't like the way you move. I don't like the way you think. I just don't like you. So I want to leave. Just like that, like I want to go. I don't want to talk anymore. Is that just me?
Except the worst thing about this is that she can lawfully take half of your stuff that you've worked so hard for. Breaking up with a guy in this society is a great business model. You even get the courts on your side by virtue of being born a woman. One of the biggest misconceptions that has pervaded the society is that women are the more romantic gender. This could not be further from the truth. A billionaire man could fall in love with a woman working at McDonald's. Has that ever happened to a woman in all of recorded history? If she's making $100K, no woman is going to fall in love with a man making $30K. It just doesn't happen. Men fall in love. Women go into business. This is very different. And you don't need to look far online to find horror stories where men have been confronted with the truth of female nature. Take a moment to listen to this story and tell me you don't relate to it. X told me that I needed to make more money so I could impress her parents and provide for her when we got married. Sounds reasonable, I thought. I got a better paying job and started a company on the side to build up some experience and bring in some extra money. Working 60 to 80 hour weeks made me boring, and she dumped me so she could go party with a guy that had been in her DMs for 2 years. Now I got money, but I also got trust issues. Of course this guy has trust issues. He got dumped because he listened to what his woman said she wanted. This was his biggest mistake. Never listen to what women say they want. They have no idea what they want. But take a look at this second comment. This man needs our help desperately. Together for less than a year, she is doing her master's. I have a very well-paid job. I'm happy to treat her to nice restaurants/hotels. Also give her money from time to time to help her out. Recently, she wants more and more. Designer bags, 5-star hotel suites, multiple holidays. I can no longer keep up. She is very beautiful and has gotten used to this lifestyle because by her own admission, she only dated men that have a net worth of 5 million plus. I am well off, but definitely not that rich. How do I adjust her expectations in a diplomatic way? This is what I would say to him. Dude, you can't fix gold diggers, I'm sorry. You haven't even been dating her for less than a year. If you really want to try and fix this, sit her down and tell her straight out that you're not okay with all this spending. Tell her that you're not an ATM. If she gets mad or throws a fit or tries to compromise to a point where you still spend loads of money, then leave. For the sake of you and your wallet, it ain't worth it. Just her being pretty isn't gonna pay your bills and expenses. The game is ruined for modern women. Men have realized how they've been treated for decades as nothing more than a wallet. Now we're walking away, and I couldn't be happier about it. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.